Hey everyone, welcome back to Top Data Coach. I'm Niti Patel and today we are going to have our second session of our free course on SQL. As we have already covered the introduction about SQL databases in our previous video, we will now be moving on to the first step towards practically working in SQL, that is the installation of SQL. Open your browser and type the link which I have mentioned in the description box, or else you can just Google MySQL. As you can see, the first website is official website of MySQL. Open it and go to the download section. In the download section, you can find an option of MySQL Community GPL downloads. Now here you can find the option installer for Windows. I'm installing for Windows, so I'll select this. Now here you can see there are two options, web community and installer community. The web community is smaller in size, so I'm opting for this option. When you select it, it will ask you for login or sign up. But don't worry, you don't need to do that. You can just click on just start my download. Will start. Once the download is completed, you have to execute this installer file. Just click on it and the execution installation will start. See, the installation has started. You can see the welcome screen here. Now here you can see there are several types of setup available. We'll go for the full setup type. Click on next, which will include everything including MySQL server, workbench, shell, router. So just click on next. As you can see, all the components are being downloaded one by one. This might take few minutes, so just keep check on the progress bar while it is being downloaded. And meanwhile, let me tell you MySQL. MySQL is an open source RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System, which is widely used for web-based application and data warehousing as well. It is known for its simplicity, reliability, and high performance. MySQL is compatible with most operating systems, including Windows, Linux, and also Mac OS. Many programming languages supported, including PHP, Python, Java. MySQL can handle large amounts of data and it can be easily scaled to meet the needs of growing business. To complete, all the endpoints are downloaded, so just to install. So now let's install the packages by clicking on execute. All this will be installed one by one. So now let me tell you about the components which are currently being installed. MySQL server, workbench, shell, router. These are various components of MySQL. Why we need MySQL server and why it is there? Because MySQL server follows the client-server architecture, where the end users, which are known as clients, can access the resources which are available within the central system, which is known as server. So MySQL server is responsible for executing all the queries, command statements. Now we need the MySQL clients as well to make the request to the server. MySQL Workbench is nothing but a client with the GUI interface, that is graphic. The older versions had command line interface only, which is still preferred by so many users, and I'm one of them. I prefer command line interface over the GUI MySQL. Lightweight middleware. MySQL Router is a lightweight middleware that provides transparent routing between your application and any backend MySQL servers. MySQL Shell is an advanced client and code editor for MySQL. It also provides scripting capabilities for JavaScript and Python, and it includes APIs for working. So the installation is finished and now it is time for configuration. So just click on next and start. Now it will first start a server configuration. We'll start with the development service. We'll go with the development computer. Just keep in mind the port number is 3306. In later videos, I'll tell you about them. Click on next and move. Select the first option, use strong password encryption, and click on next. Now here you have to set the password for the root account. By root it means administrator. This is very important. So you have to select a password which is not only easy to remember but it is very strong as well. I am keeping it for the type the password, then retype the password and then click on next. Now here make sure that you select the first option, configure MySQL service as a Windows service with the name MySQL 80. Now this is about execute button. One by one all the configuration will be. Now finally we have to apply the configuration by clicking on the execute button. One by one all the configuration is applied and the MySQL server configuration is successful. To go ahead. Now after the server, now we have to configure the product, that is router and other things. So just click on next and click on finish. This will not take much the time. It will be done simply. Now the next is for samples and examples. Now here it will ask password. So just enter the password which we have set for the server root. And then click on check and again execute for applying the and then click on execute for applying the configuration. So the samples and example configuration is over. You can see all the configuration is over. Server properly or not, and for that we are going to use MySQL command line client. As I said, I prefer command line client over the MySQL workbench. When you open the MySQL command line from the startup menu, it will look something like enter the password which we have set during the installation process. And you can see the MySQL prompt over here. That means your go ahead. Congratulations. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video and start working with SQL. In the next video, we will and get yourself ready. Install your MySQL and get yourself ready.